Hey, it's me, Ame. Guys, at the time of this recording, the State of Play for 2025 June has just wrapped up, and I figure I'll give my thoughts on it. I'll go through like all the big announcements that happened throughout it, but for everybody who just wants the TLDR up front, it was fine. There wasn't anything that was super incredible. There's one I'm a little bit more biased on. That Marvel 4v4 fighter is insane. I'm definitely going to dive deeper into that. But other than that, it's just a solid show. A lot of decent games coming out later this year and some stuff to keep your eyes on, but nothing that was like a big wow, run out, get this right now type of moment. That's it. Going through and just talking about each of them. At least each of the major ones. These are the ones Sony chose to keep a trailer for on their main page. Lumines Arise. It's whatever. It's a rhythm game, I guess. It's fine. Tetris. There's a guy who did like the crazy Super Tetris game, and that was huge for a ton of people, but it's just not huge for me. Pragmata. I actually was excited when I saw Pragmata come out there. I've been kind of loosely curious about this game for a while. Ever since they announced it by saying it was delayed like a year ago or 2 years ago, I think. I was curious to see what Capcom show off with this. And seeing a bit more, yeah, no, I'm interested. We don't know jack about it, but I'm interested. Romeo is a dead man. When I saw this, I was like, this game has such Suda 51 energy, and then it shows Suda 51's getting it. No More Heroes is an insanely good game, so I'm sure this is going to be really good. Like, he's the perfect guy to make games that should be 7 out of 10s that somehow turn into 10 out of 10s. So, Romeo is dead. I say keep an eye out on that one. Bloodstain, the Scarlet Engagement. I'm curious, seeing the name Bloodstain, I wonder if this is the one that was made by the Castlevania guy, his new series he was working on. Because I got that Metroidvania vibe with it the whole way through, and it looks good. I'm like always been a big fan of big 2D, again, Metroidvania style games like this, so definitely keep an eye on Bloodstain. Bloodstain is a go. Digimon Storytime Stranger. I don't know what's going on with this game. It had JRPG energy up the wazoo though, bro. So I am curious on it. I never played Cyber Sleuth or the other big Digimon game that came out. They just didn't really seem for me. Digimon in general, I never really know much about it. I was always more of a Pokemon guy than a Digimon guy. But this looks incredible. Like, I genuinely was having a good time watching that trailer. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Final Fantasy Tactics has always been like a big talked about game in my little social circle. So it's cool to see that game's doing a remake. I'm definitely going to finally check it out, see what's going on with it. Create a Business Unit 3, Yoshi P's people. I'm a big Yoshi P guy. Way too many thousands of hours in FF14. So yeah, I'm interested. See what happens with it. Baby Steps to me seems like a streamer game. It's just a game you kind of go to watch somebody streaming it and just vibe with them. It's fine. It's not for me, but it's something. I had to rewatch what was going on for Hirogami because I completely forgot we even seen this one. And that's to say a lot about my opinions on it. Nah, it's not for me. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. They know what they were doing with that name. I'm always excited to see more Ninja Gaiden stuff. I am a big fan of pretty much all the Ninja Gaiden games, minus the Team Ninja one. This is looking interesting. I'm going to check it out. It's a 2D one. I'm probably going to play it super hardcore. I've never really been great at these for the 2D Ninja Gaidens, but I'm interested. Cairn. Cairn is one of those games I like to call story, like adventure style games. Like ones you just kind of go to and have an experience. Journey, Flower, those weird type of things. It's not for me. Power to the people that it is for. But this seems fine. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. The moment they showed this off, I was like, finally, I have a nice way to play Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. Because those games were so much fun, and frankly, I haven't found a good port yet that I enjoy for all 3 of them. Now, this needs to come to PC. I don't like it being stuck on a console. But the fact that it exists and they're working on this, that's great. I'm happy to see that. Metal Gear Solid Delta is looking better and better every single time I see it. I've never played Metal Gear Solid 3. It's the only Metal Gear game I haven't played, and everybody tells me it's the best one. I want to hop into this game. I don't know if I want it to be my first experience in Metal Gear Solid 3. If you guys think that's a smart idea or not, let me know in the comments, but it is looking great to me. And they brought back Ape Escape, the Ape Escape minigame. Yo, I'm in there. Nioh 3. You know what's great? I have played so much of Team Ninja's other style, Nioh style spinoff, like Fallen Dynasty and all that, and enjoyed them. And everybody always tell me the Nioh games are better. So this looks good. I'm always a bigger fan of like my open world Souls likes versus more linear style ones. And this is kind of delivering it. My biggest issue I've always had with their other series, and from what I hear about with Nioh as well, is they really drop the ball on how much loot they give you. You spend so much time just dismantling or picking up stuff you literally don't care about that clogs your inventory. I'm hoping that's fixed. Other than that, solid. Why am I talking about the wireless fight stick? It's because they said in the thing this was the first one they ever made, and that surprised me because I have a PlayStation fight stick. It's the main fight stick I typically use. So it kind of blew me away to find out that wasn't an official PlayStation's one, I guess. That said, it seems fine. I don't like the fact that it has a knob. We pretty much have gone down to button movement. We call them fight pads, which is just kind of handle our directional inputs instead of a stick. But this seems fine. Thief VR. The PlayStation VR stuff has never been good. It's been terrible pretty much since launch. VR in general really haven't had a killer app ever. Half-Life Alyx is the closest I think we ever come to it. And I think it's something I wanted so bad that's kind of just died on arrival. If you were going to give any game the VR treatment, Thief is probably the series for it. I think it works there. So it's definitely one that I say keep an eye out, see how it does. But I don't think this is going to make VRs like a must-own. Ties to Tomorrow. Is it bad I thought about Brink when I saw this trailer? That's a problem. I am curious, but when you have multiplayer-based story for your thing you're trying to focus on, it never really works out well. Players just don't work that well with these type of things. And I don't like the idea of building the entire experience around that. So we're going to see how that game turns out, but I do not have high hopes. Sea of Remnants. I thought we was getting something arcane related for a moment with that crazy art style. I'm always a big fan of anything pirate related. This just still wasn't doing it for me, and didn't seem that interesting the more and more they showed of it. But I can be hopeful. I just ain't that hopeful. Yo, IO Interactive's James Bond game. The moment IO said they got the license for James Bond, I was like, they're going to make the perfect game. They make the Hitman games, which if you haven't played them, are pretty much all incredible. There are like some exceptions, but even the ones I'm like, like Absolution, they're still great games. So seeing them working on a 007 game and looking at how much love this game is getting, keep an eye out on that one. That one's going to get knocked out the park. That one is also sitting at the most views right now on the PlayStation channel. So it's like, apparently more people are agreeing with me on that. Don't sleep on James Bond First Light. That game's going to be great. Ghost of Yotei. I am interested. I have not played Ghost of Tsushima. I own it on PC. I need to actually sit down and go through that game at some point. But it was such a good way to close out the console generation when that game dropped. And I'm happy to see we're getting a sequel to it finally. We haven't seen enough about it to really get hyped for it. But I will say, as somebody who's still coming off the high of Blue Eye Samurai and that amazing anime, I'm more okayed with like crazy feudal-esque samurai type era stuff. So this could do it for me. But we got a big giant announcement happening in that one in July. So keep your eyes open. Silent Hill F, I generally thought was going to be Fatal Frame when they showed it off. I was like, oh, it's Fatal Frame. Yo, but it seems good. I don't know if this is a remake of an older Silent Hill or what's going on with it. It's creepy though, man. I'm not a big horror guy, but man, I keep your eyes out for it. It doesn't seem bad. It does not seem bad at all. Frankly, an absolutely perfect way to close out the show. The Marvel 4v4 fighting game. Did we get a name for this? Marvel Tokon. the Marvel 4v4 fighting game. I am excited for this. As somebody who feel like we've been starving for a solid fighting game to enter the space for a good amount of time now, myself always being a big Tekken head and seeing how much that game's struggling in season 2 right now. Try picking up other fighters and they just don't hook me as well as Tekken have. I have always been a big Marvel vs. Capcom guy though. And having a now 4v4 Marvel style fighting game and from Arc System Works make me excited. I do have some concerns. It is Arc System. Arc System's a great company. They make Guilty Gear Strive, and Strive is insanely great. They also did Fighters, and this gave me a lot of Fighters feels. And Fighters is a good game as well. It just was a bit too casual friendly for me. It got better when you broke it down, obviously, but way too casual friendly. And with so many characters, you're gonna have to bounce between with this 4v4. Yes, they mentioned you could have them as assists, but nobody's gonna do that. I gotta see how this plays out. I gotta get my hands on this and actually try it and see how I really feel about it. But on paper, I can't think of anything better to have as a tag fighter back in the genre than a Marvel game. So this is fantastic news. And guys, that's pretty much was the show. Again, overall, there were some things I thought was like really good, but there was nothing that was like a big, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that this is insanely amazing moment for me. And the closest we came was that Marvel fighter in that James Bond game. But other than that, nothing else was insanely good. If I had to give it a grade, I'll probably say this is like a B-. There was enough stuff that I wasn't upset about. It was like enough stuff that I wasn't like, wow. So that's it. You enjoyed the video, please go ahead, give me a subscribe. I am doing videos on this channel all the time, guys. If you enjoy my silly voice and all my antics and want to see more of the stuff I get up to, again, subscribe button's down there. You disliked it for whatever reason, dislike button's down there too. Engagement's engagement, baby. I don't mind it. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.